Makuta, the arch-enemy of the heroic Toa, has captured 4 noble Toa and Nika and infected the very fabric of the Bionicle world. In a last-ditch move, the villagers of the island of Voyanui draw upon secret knowledge to summon life from a sacred pool of protodermis, the primal essence of the Bionicle universe. From the protodermis energy, a new creature is brought to life. Without form of its own, the creature is able to take on the shape and abilities of other characters. This, the island's final hope for deliverance, is you, and this chameleon capability is your unique power. As you pick up an ancient statue showing the legendary hero Holly, Toe of Water, your body starts changing, and you gain the powers and shape of Holly. And so the quest begins, to engage the forces of Makuta, to free the captured Toa and Nika, and restore balance to land once more. Welcome, everyone, to BIONICLE Heroes Mobile.
I'm sorry, we're playing as a canonical chameleon character with an ancient Toa Holly statue.
That's exactly right.
How far in the future is this set?
I see what you mean, Waj, about, like, the canonicity of this game. I totally do based on that.
Okay, check this out. Night falls. As you approach the teleportal center of Voyanui, use the teleporters to search for the captured Toa and Nika. So I gotta give, like, all the context. So we're basically somewhere in the heart of Voyanui, I guess, and it's kind of like the console game, where there's, like, a central hub, and there's these teleporters, but there's not, like, different areas or anything. They're not gonna make that for this small mobile game, but there's many instructions. It's just basically saying, like, Toa Holly can dive into water, as the other versions. And you basically pick up these, like, energy shards. Those are HP. This game, I believe, was released in 2007 for mobile phones, for, like, Java, or J2ME is a specific kind of, like, applet. I think 2007 was also when the DS version released as well. And so I'm just kind of collecting protodermis crystals, which are, like, the bigger circular items. It's really not a game that has a lot going for it. I mean, it's a very simple game, but I quite like what it does. It's not as, like, action-packed as other games. It's actually a whole different genre. It's a puzzle game. Almost a pure puzzle game. Or, like, more like Zelda, I guess. Or, like, the older Zelda games, you know, top-down. Because it's got... Well, yeah. Maybe I won't spoil it. These enemies, they're like crabs. When we were talking, we kind of determined that maybe these are supposed to be the Keras. There's like a Borak combiner. But there's no specific documentation about this game. I don't think anyone has played this game. Like, not everyone, not anyone here, but, like, I don't think anyone has played this game at all.
Or at least if they did, they weren't hardcore Bionicle fans that were committed to documenting stuff on BSO1.
Yeah.
It takes a specific kind of Bionicle fan to do that.
I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's very, I don't know, unfitting, in my opinion. Some of the tracks are okay. Some of them do, like, almost give the dungeon music from the original Zelda, actually. Some of them. But
there was a particular track that was reminding me of different music, and I was trying to think of what it is. It might be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
Oh, you know.
There's a track I'm thinking of. There's like a track in my head that goes like dun 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 dun. I think that's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but don't quote me on that.
It's in that kind of vein. Like, that's a similar kind of vein.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense, because it is contemporary.
Okay, we've located one of the lost Toa and Nika. The Toa and Nika, I guess, were captured, but they appear as like these spirit forms. Don't ask me why.
Can I present the canon argument for this game?
Oh, sure.
So, this is set thousands of years into the future on the surface of Spherus Magna.
I just wanted to say, like, we learned telekinesis.
Oh.
What?
We don't have a Matatu or anything. They give this big name for, like, what telekinesis allows us to do is push block.
Oh.
So now the game begins proper. So this is what I mean. Like, it's a pure puzzle game because you just push blocks. That's like most of the game. I would say, like, it's not a hard game. It's very simple. But if you're interested in this kind of game, then maybe don't watch it because you're gonna spoil all the solutions to it. But I will say, the Zelda aspect of it is kind of, even though it's very condensed and simple, we've acquired this new ability, this new item, and now we can utilize it by backtracking through the level. Simple stuff like that, but I kind of dig it for just how basic it is. You can actually crush the crabs with the blocks if I can get them there. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Now that's good game design right there.
That's, yeah, fantastic. Wonderful.
But yeah, no, I think this game is set in the far, far future. In the chest of this great spirit robot, Makuta is back somehow and reverts 4 of the Toa Mari into the Toa Nika. The other 2 don't get chosen for reasons that Makuta doesn't specify.
There are only 5 left at that point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it can't be a Motoro. It's okay. Question. This is maybe a spoiler. Is Motoro in the game?
This is a spoiler, and I'm going to leave it till the very end.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll never tell.
If it is Motoro, it's Motoro's ghost.
Or a clone or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe the Red Star actually got him somehow.
Maybe. Yeah. That makes sense.
There's some credence to it being said past the Paraka. Like, the Paraka are mentioned once in this game, and it's like at the very end. It's so strange. But I leave all of the shenanigans for later, because it really is just out of left field. The Paraka are mentioned in passing. Essentially, I'm going for 100% of this. Getting all the orbs.
Couldn't the canon case for this game just be that it's an alternate universe? I feel like that simplifies things a lot.
But that's such a cop-out, though. That's such a cop-out. And unfortunately, you can make that argument because Bionicle already did that. So, like, yeah, it can be. I don't like it.
It's boring and therefore wrong in Elder Scrolls lingo.
Yeah, the thing... Okay, so, like, there's some...
Or wait, hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
Yes.
I've got a new, better canon argument. This is not set in the distant future. This is set in the very distant past.
Oh boy.
Where the Toa Inika, back when Makuta was first created, and he started his machinations, he used his powers of time travel. Yes, you heard me right. Time travel.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the 42 powers, probably. No, he used the Mask of Time. That's right. The Mask of Time's there. He used the Mask of Time that he found and didn't use anywhere else, and he went back in time, and he brought the Toa Nika with him and captured them there. So this is actually set in the present.
Yes, yeah, it seems legit.
In the, 2-month span that the actual plot of Bionicle takes place in?
Gosh.
Give him a little credit. I think it's at least 3 months.
Okay. It's like several, tens, hundreds of thousands of years, and then everything happens in the span of 3 months.
I will say, yeah, the thing about this game is, it's slightly similar to the DS version. The DS version had nothing to do with, Vizon and Fenrock or anything, but it had the Paraka. And, of course, the Y, the Makuta. That was just a floating Y in the sky. And Makuta's interpretation in this game is a little odd, to say the least.
I'm very curious.
But one of the things about it is that we're playing as this chameleon Daughtry, or the Silver Toa, I guess, again, which... There were some documents that were internal, and essentially talked about, like, the Silver Toa as being their initial idea for having a central protagonist for Bionicle. But I think the idea was scrapped. Well, this is just speculation, but I think it's because... Okay, we have found the statue that captures the power of the legendary Toa of Fire, who can now walk on lava. It doesn't really matter. Like, even if you have because you always have a collection, right, for Bionicle.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them will probably be more prominent, like they did with, Vakama, right, in the older time.
The Silver Toa, that wouldn't have had anything to do with, like, that one 2001 clip where you have, like, Tahu putting on the How and he goes from silver to red. And I'm also thinking there was, like, one of the earliest images of the concept of the character that wielded the Vahi originally. Wasn't he silver?
I think that was, like... Well, yeah, that was more... I don't think it was silver. I can't...
No,
it was just,
gray.
like... Yeah, and it was more just, like,
yeah.
kind of shadow.
I think the base concept is, I think, the same of that concept versus this, where you have a base colorless individual who then gains color as part of their, like, power-up sequence.
Cosplay, again.
Very, very magical girl.
That's kind of the premise. I mean, the thing is, like, so this Toa just has that ability, but in the other ones, it's like they kind of are a Matoran, like a Voyanui Matoran that essentially just sort of falls into a pit of, like, energized Protodermis and then transforms into a Toa. But here you just are, so I'm imagining that was probably, like, I don't know, some part of it, because there are references to, like, these things I'm picking up now are supposed to be Protodermis. Oh, and yeah, oh no, I died.
Oh no.
I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest. No.
Did you, like, fall into, like, a lava stream or something?
What is this game? Dark Souls. No.
Really is funny, though, because I again, the canonicity of this game, so on and so forth, but, like, I find it really funny that they did hit on the one catch-all, yeah, I guess that makes sense solution in Bionicle, which is, I don't know, energized Protodermis or something.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Which is just the catch-all.
Yeah, it's like, how did the Toa become Nuva? Energized Protodermis.
I think that was probably the briefing. It's probably part of the presentations.
Where else does energized Protodermis show up in the story as, like, a major kind of explanation for things?
Everywhere. It does everything. Every time anything happens, ultimately it can be traced back somehow to energized Protodermis.
That's true, actually. The whole plot of Bionicle.
Yeah.
Actually. Literally, the base concept. The war fought over the energized Protodermis.
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys seen that old Onion article about quantum flux? A sci-fi author invents quantum flux to explain everything that happens and resolve all of his plot contradictions and revive all the characters he realized he shouldn't have killed off. It's kind of like that.
Yes.
with the blocks, they kind of have like a menacing look to them. There's like these like little eyes that are kind of
Wait, where do you see the eyes?
like at the bottom of them. You see them. There's sort of like spikes underneath, right?
Oh, are they kind of reddish?
Yeah, they're kind of reddish. And so I don't know. I think
Okay, I could kind of see that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Waj, I think you've been looking at them for far too long. If you notice that.
I've played this game 7 times over, John.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
and I'm so like, I zoned out a bit actually, so I died. That's well. The thing is, this particular part of the game, where there's so many Nuiorama that like huddle up against you, you can kind of see like these little blotches in the lava.
Yeah, that's where they come out of the lava.
They'll spawn into these Nuiorama because that's how they're made, right?
Yeah, the crabs have a similar animation on the water segments.
Yes.
Well, clearly, this is essence of Makuta lava, and Makuta is actively, and
Oh.
by Makuta I
Almost
mean, of
dead.
course, the
Oh, no.
Makuta, who is, of course, Makuta Icarax.
Of course.
It can't be Pterodax, because Pterodax is dead, because this is the future. Except maybe it's the past.
Yeah, it's really ambiguous, and I don't think the game developers or anyone at LEGO really cared.
I don't know that anyone at LEGO played this game. That's not true. They are a company.
Oh, I should say, now we see a new enemy type, actually. This is the ambiguous worm, snake thing. It's supposed to be, technically it's a lizard,
What?
but don't ask me how. I don't know.
Where is it claimed to be a lizard?
It looks like the things in Wrath of Khan that they put in the people's ears.
The little brain worms?
You can actually block this little hole here. You don't have to, but it stops them from spawning again, basically.
Huh. Game design.
I guess I should talk about all the mechanics here in this game design breakdown. Yeah, you can walk on lava, much like the DS game and the console game. And I think the GBA game, I can't recall what you can do in the G... Because the thing is, we're not playing that game right now, probably after, but mainly just because this is pretty simple to get into. The GBA game is much more involved, so that's why we're doing this maybe out of order, quote unquote. There isn't
Well,
really
I
an
mean,
order to play
yeah.
any of these because they're all separate. Oh, and I should say as well, with these little symbols here, you can actually change your Toa if you want, but there's no need to here because all the obstacles, there's all lava here. So like, some of the levels are sort of themed after certain Toa, so that you can only get through them with a certain Toa, or certain parts of levels.
Yeah, it's similar to the console.
Oh yeah, and you need to collect a certain amount of these Protodermis crystals so that you can advance to the next level, like the next teleporter will unlock. And essentially the teleporter for this level will switch off once you've collected all of the crystals in the level. So you do get something for getting 100%. So that's what I'm going for. I think the Nuiorama are probably the worst enemy in this.
Well, yeah, because like they fly at you very quickly.
Yeah. Oh no.
And
No.
they can come out, or in that case, that guy was just like...
Okay, switched off now. Okay.
I think maybe I missed it. Did we save Holly? Is she saved now?
Well, I think maybe.
Is she dead? Has she been dead the whole time? Do we only have, like, the spirit of Holly?
That's a good point. The Toa, I think they got the statue of Holly and then turned into the form of Holly. But here we got the mask for Jowler, right? and turned into Jollar. So maybe they got the mask, but I don't remember if it said that. I think we showed up at a statue, but I assume that's probably something.
Well, when you got the telekinesis, didn't it say you found Toa Holly and she's given you the power of telekinesis?
Maybe it was. I totally glossed over. Yeah, I think that's right. These are the canonical Toa and Ica, and the masks are their masks, I guess? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotta stealthily get through this. There is actually like a secret passage in this level.
Ooh.
Oh.
And there's actually a little area that you absolutely don't need to visit to get 100%, but I'll visit it just to look at it, so we can see the nice sprite art. The thing I like about this is they do put a little detail like into these little statues here.
Yeah, like I'm not sure what mask that's supposed to be, but it's kind of How-esque, but also not.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the house.
It's giving the Tohunga head. That's kind of what it's giving to me. Matoran head.
Oh, yes.
Also, sorry to be speaking like a true Gen Zer, which isn't even the youngest generation anymore.
Another secret passage.
Ooh, secret.
So, yes, I think this is the only level that has secret passages. When I played it the first time, I tried to 100% it, and I was like, wait a minute. I missed some stuff. But then, you gotta notice the little shadow. There's a little, like, shadow here to notice that. That's, game design. That's like a little bit of effort. So, what do I rate this game? Maybe it was like a 2 out of 10, but with that, 10 out of 10. Gotta love secrets. In the previous level, there was like a whole thing surrounding the spirit, which was like encased in lava. And so here, there's these blocks that you can't deal with in this part of the level because you don't have the guy, the correct item. So you need to go through the dungeon. How far are we gonna go? Oh wait, it's right there.
Oh, interesting. Is it Huki?
Yeah.
Oh my, wow.
You now possess the powers of the Toe of Stone.
I wouldn't have guessed that in 1,000 years. I was convinced they would not put Huki in the game because of how famously unpopular that color Toa is.
You gotta you gotta break through yellow bricks.
Well, Huki was the first year they switched up the colors, right?
Yeah, so he wasn't brown.
Yeah.
Yes.
No longer the brown Toa Huki from the console version. He's firmly yellow.
You have located one of the lost Toa and Nika. Yeah, so this is the real Huki.
Yeah, that's right. You get 5 Protodermis crystals for finding one of them.
Okay.
Oh, we've collected a new teleporter is available in the teleportal. So now here I can change my Toa for once. Back to Holly. And I guess I could show this off. So like the weapon that Holly has is like these sparkles. It kind of goes in this rotational thing. So there's like 3
Okay, so you're not aiming
different directions.
It's just...
So I'm not aiming at all. I'm just pressing the same button, right? It goes in cycles. So it doesn't go in the direction you want half the time. So it's kind of... Jollar, I think, is probably the better one in this one, like the DS version. And Huki is pretty good as well. Huki's weapon is more short range, but it does a lot more damage. And so here's the room that you do not need to visit. But here it is.
Cool.
This is a secret passage. It goes back to the place above.
Secret tunnel.
This level, yeah, they put a lot of stuff, but it's the same room from
Oh,
above.
that was the room from earlier, okay.
And there's nothing there on the right-hand side there? That's nothing?
Well, this is
Oh.
okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, we're gonna backtrack here anyway, but I can show this
What?
off too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a little passage here. That's how you know that there's a secret passage. It's like, there's a little bit of water. So yeah, I like how, even though it's a very simple game,
There is an element of non-linearity and a reward for exploration of shortcuts.
There's exactly one reward for exploration.
Yeah.
it makes you think just slightly. Which, I mean, in the other games, I wouldn't say that it's devoid of thought. Especially with the DS game, you do have to look around for secrets. I think this game, because it's the nature of it is a puzzle game, a simple block pushing game, you still have to think about how you go about traversing through the, I guess it's the isometric perspective. I was looking up on the website of this game, of Universomo. I guess I didn't talk about them, but they basically made some Lego Star Wars games for mobile phones. So they're tasked with making this one for Bionicle, and I totally lost my train of thought. I'll be honest, I zoned out completely. I've just played this game so many times it's muscle memory. So, I think... Oh, yes. Okay, so on the Universomo website, if you visit it on the Wayback Archive...
Oh, there they are. There's
Yeah.
There's the Toa up floating up top. I see now. We were collecting them in what kind of feels a little bit morbid way. Like, am I wrong for thinking that? You just got a bunch of Toa just hanging out in the center of the island?
I'm gonna collect them all.
And they are still kind of in, like, suspension? I don't know.
Suspended animation.
Yeah.
On the website for this game, they sort of advertise it almost as an axonometric puzzle game. Axonometric, one part of it is isometric. It's a classification, basically, for geometry. But I just like how they use it almost like a buzzword. Oh, this game is so sophisticated, it's axonometric. There's just the little things that I appreciate about this. This is probably maybe the most advanced puzzle in this game. Oh.
Don't die.
Okay. You gotta push this block all across this room. But I can use my block, again, as an offensive weapon. So... I thought this game was a 10 out of 10, but maybe it's more like 12 out of 10. Just for that.
All that just is filling that one little space.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
We've solved the most advanced puzzle in this game. Well, I guess that there's one more level after this, which is like the final level, but we're basically approaching that. And there's actually another area that you absolutely do not need to visit. There's like another room that you don't need to visit, but I'll do so that we can just see it and look at it.
Yes, for documentation's sake. No one's ever played this game before.
Exactly. So we gotta document it to the fullest. Here is the room.
So exciting.
Okay, now leaving.
You don't need to get those little Orby guys, or are those little
No,
Orby guys just the help?
Those, you see, the reason why this is a fork in the road, but actually, this is the illusion of choice. This is the right choice. It's because that room doesn't contain one of those big orbs, crystals, so that's why.
Mm-hmm.
It just contains the health restore.
Gotcha.
We're getting to the funnier part of the game, I will say,
Oh.
where we finally get more dialogue and story, which is like, we're nearing the end of the game. Like, that's how short this is.
Always good to get that plot right at the very end.
Yeah, that's how you structure a story, right? Like, it's mostly the beginning, and then question mark, like a muddle, and then the end.
Right, yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah. In keeping with that story tradition, in the narrative tradition. Oh no, new Yorama.
Oh, there's another Toa! Who's
This is
it gonna
the
be?
last guy. No.
Is it gonna be Mitoro? Is it gonna be Kongu?
You've located one of the lost Toa Naika. It doesn't say who.
Oh.
You've gained the maximum amount of protodermis crystals, and now the power of regeneration. From now on, your health will regenerate over time. So now we've gathered all of the protodermis crystals in the game. So now all that's left to do is beat the final boss.
Wow.
Well, actually, there's one last thing we need to do, which is get the last item, which I'll not spoil, but it's fantastic.
Oh, and you have to cross over. You have to use your different Toa powers.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I see. But didn't you just soft lock yourself? Oh, I see what you're doing. That makes more sense. You have to use all of the Toa's powers by their powers combined.
That's exactly right.
I'm making these hit references.
Who's that?
Oh,
You might think it's Matoran, but let me tell you otherwise. You have gained the powers of the Toe of Air.
What?
Of course. You can now become invisible. This is my favorite text dialogue in the whole game. Well, maybe my second favorite. So you've gained the powers of the Toe of Air. You've now become invisible. What does invisibility get you? This.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing. It's useless. It's 100% a useless ability.
do enemies not attack you?
I think you, like, enemies might... Well, actually, maybe we could test it out. But we got our collection on our shelf of all the Toadaika gathered here. Look at them, floating in suspended animation. We've saved them. Totally, definitely. And now...
This feels like saving, right?
Okay, so I think you can still activate your telekinesis. So I want to try using invisibility. Let's see if I get hit by this guy. Ah.
Well,
no.
you're able to cross over the water with no problem.
Oh yeah, and I gotta get over the lava and stuff. I guess. I mean, I guess that is somewhat useful, but the thing is, the problem with it is I can't attack. I don't have any offensive capability.
Oh, that's
So-
not good. That's not good.
Okay, so I guess I could use it here. I can use my ability to push these blocks into a L shape so that I can get over there, but I'll need to switch to Jollar anyway. Jollar is the only one that can fight the final boss for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know. Arbitrary.
Because he's got the power of red.
Power of red.
So, I can still be harmed by this crab, but he can't see me. Whatever.
So he can just accidentally walk into.
Yeah, so they can't aggro on you, but then also they can still hit you. Okay.
Okay, guys. Are you ready for the plot to finally kick in at the very last second of this game? This place is awfully quiet. Except for those bugs crawling all over. Ominous. What could it be? It gives you this panel here, right? You can switch to the other Toa. But you can't actually get over to this other ledge here. And the only way to cross down is by these lava falls. So you're only locked into using Jowler. Here we go. The final boss. What is this? Makuta is reusing the energy of the defeated Parakas and has created a biomechanical super lizard?
What?
Just the whole plot. Everything in this one thing.
Hold on, this is the golden skin thing! Oh,
Kill the beast in order to free Voyanui. Our future depends on you.
who's talking? Oh, it's just a really long version of the lizard.
Yeah.
Lizard.
The long boy.
This is the incredible final boss battle is against the biomechanical super lizard that's made out of defeated Parakas.
So you're playing against a game of Snake, basically. You're literally
yeah.
fighting a game of Snake.
Exactly. So the strategy here I use is I don't have one.
Just fireball it to death.
This doesn't look particularly like you need strategy. Oh, I don't know what I was expecting from the final boss. It was not that.
Wow.
Got him.
Oh,
Okay, now something's happening. Now there's actual
now they're using sound
effects.
It's Hyuki's attack animation. We can't break the budget without adding a new effect. The earth quakes while you watch the death struggle of Makuta's last remaining creation. You have won the battle against Makuta's forces. As the statues break down, a secret passage is revealed. Oh, maybe there is another secret passage. I forgot.
The death struggle.
I feel like
Why
the
did you
person
need to
writing these
describe
captions was on a different level.
As it writhes in agony as you've driven the life from its being. It's like, what?
You feel a breath of fresh air. They absolutely didn't need to do this, but I really appreciate
It's
it.
kind of pretty.
As you walk up to the shores of Voyanui, you realize that the land is free once again. The forces of evil have been banished, and the villagers of Voyanui have a new hero to celebrate. You have proved that you are amongst the bravest of Toa. Your adventure has truly become a heroic new chapter in the legends of the Bionicle world. Well, everyone, what do you think of this wonderful, pristine 13 out of 10, maybe 100 out of 10 game?
My favorite part was how they had Jala, Huki, Holly, and the Toa there.
Of course, yeah. I like how they depict the Voyanui crescent. And there's actually a different statue design.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. Yeah, the mouth is a lot wider for like no reason.
Probably next time we'll do the GBA version.
And all you gotta keep is gone. Move along.
Move along.
Like I know you do.
Maybe the Toa Naika in this game represent all the band members of All American Rejects.
Oh, no.
And so we freed the band, finally.
That's the real canon.